we're gonna create a fly area, a couple pockets, and also the back pockets, and then we'll probably add that seam, some seams down the sides of the pants, and then we'll probably use that Zbrush that we created, and then also gonna want to place some belt loops as well, and then we'll go on to add a belt with a buckle, kind of like this. And so with that in mind, we'll just go to our draw mode, and I'm just going to be in my move brush for now. I'm actually just going to smooth a little bit of this area out. Actually, I'm on the wrong subtool, so I want to make sure I'm on that pants subtool, and a little too much on the intensity for our smooth brush. And we're currently using just the regular smooth brush, and so I want to fix that. So I'm going to go to my project, open the folder view, and then I'm going to go to the smooth. So go to brush, smooth, and pick smooth stronger, and then just say OK. So now when we smooth, we're going to be using the smooth stronger brush. And so so I'm going to just bring that intensity down, and then that way it's a little smoother. Just kind of smoothing this area, and actually hitting that with the move brush. That's why it's always good to go around your mesh and kind of take a look at it and just see where you may be getting like weird lumps and bumps. You want to try and keep that mesh pretty smooth for the most part. So just hitting that with smooth, just kind of doing an overall look at it. Look at those pants. Alright, we're going to add some belt loops to these pants. So to do so, we're going to just solo those pants, and then going to bring these up a little bit closer. And then I'm going to grab the IMM brush, and then grab a cube, split, and I'm going to just draw those out just a little. And then also go to scale, and I'm going to scale them down just a little bit. And scale them also in actual local symmetry. Put those in. Actually, just put a little rotation on them. And those look alright. Actually, if I scale them down just a little bit more. And if I turn on the fill just to see what those are doing, and then I'm going to go to a side view and use the move brush. I'll scale it up just a little bit. I'm just pushing those, and the tops and the bottoms just pushing in, and then bringing these others out. So actually you can mask that off as well. And so from here, I'm actually going to turn this to just a white for now. Fill that object. Oops, not gray. We want white, and then we're going to fill that just so we can see that. And from here, if you hold down, we're going to move to the mask lasso. And so when I mask off those top and the bottom, and if I hold down Control, that will inverse that, and then from here we can actually, so we don't want the pants currently selected, so that actually just pulls that out, pull out the middle, and then put a little rotation, just move those out. And then from here, actually I'm just going to push those in just a little bit. And then I'm going to hit this with an unmask. Well, yeah, unmask these. Unmask the all actually. And then just go to Control Shift and just mask the pants. So unmask. Then I'm going to unmask. Don't want the clip brush. Actually, I'm just on the move. Okay, so mask. Don't want a clip curve. Mask that. So this is the only thing we have here. So inverse. So select that. Select that. Select that. Control Shift, inverse the mask. And we'll mask this off. So now all we have is the belt loops. I'm actually going to split unmasked points. That puts the belt loops on its own, and then I'm actually going to select this guy. I don't know where that came from, and I'm going to mask it inverse, split unmasked points, and then this guy, actually just going to delete him. And then this is the belt loops. So we want those belt loops. I'm going to turn the solo off, and I'm going to hit Control D. Control D. So with Control D, I'm just adding subdivisions to those loops. And so I'm actually going to delete lower, and then just going to make some modifications with the move brush. Just going to push those in, and smooth, and smooth, smooth on these ends, just so they're a little bit smoother around the. And then actually I'm going to get the inflate brush, and then I'm going to hold down Alt and just deflate a little bit. Deflate on these. Actually don't want to deflate that. Deflate's just the face that I was looking at. Don't want that. So from here I'm actually just going to hit the move brush, and I'm actually just holding Shift and just smoothing these down a little. Just smoothing those smoothing those loops down. And I'm actually going to push these more into the geometry. Just like so. Same with this, going to just push into the geometry. Alright, doesn't look too bad. I'm going to hit Z Remesher on those. Actually turn off Adapt and do half. Z Remesh those. Z Remesh them again. And one more time. Just trying to get it to a little bit lower subdivisions. So just hit smooth on those. Just kind of lighten that up a little bit. And so with that, actually going to just select the color of the pants, fill, and then turn off the fill. Polyframe anyway. So those loops don't look too bad. Those will work. I want to put a few on the sides as well, so I'm actually going to grab these loops and make a copy and put some in the back and then on the side. So to do so, just going to go to that make sure that subtool is turned on. So we got that, and then we'll actually just hit the move gizmo, and then we're going to hold down Control, and from here we want to not get on the same angle. So from here, just hold down Control, just get a copy. And then I'm going to just rotate. Rotate, and I'm going to put those in place. I'm going to frame by hitting F, and then we'll be able to zoom in on that. And just make that rotation. And then push that into. I'm actually going to reset the gizmo just so I can see that a little better angle. Push that in, and push that in X, move it up in Y a little bit, and a little bit more rotation. Actually rotate those in Y a little bit and push them back in Z. I'm going to reset the orientation again. Let's move up in Y. Alright. So don't look too bad. Actually here I'm going to actually take the move brush and I'm going to turn off activate symmetry and just do a little bit of cleanup on this one right here. Alright, so from here we're going to mask these guys off and inverse that mask. And turn on activate symmetry, hit the move, hold down Control, move those in Z, and then I actually want to try and flip these. So I'm actually going to let's see here, we want to mirror. So I think, yeah, there's a mirror in X. We want to mirror in Z. turn off X, and then say mirror. Okay, and then actually we're going to reset, and then put them to unmask center, and rotate, translate in Z, and then push those into the geo. It should give us the back ones. And then unmask the frame. Actually go to draw mode. Those loops look like they'll work for us for our belt and belt buckle. And so from here, I'm actually going to, since our polygroups are different, we're going to take those pants and merge down with the loops, because we want those loops to be a part of, so we'll say OK. So with that, we can see that we still have different polygroups. So now they're all part of the pants group.